Knights of the Old Republic remake news update video, I will be sharing with you an update from the development team themselves. Yes, they have finally talked about the game. It's a small thing, but finally we do have an update. Before we do dive into all of today's news though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates on the KOTOR remake. So, it has been a while since we last heard anything on the KOTOR remake from its developer, Saber Interactive. Last year, Saber Interactive bought themselves out of Embracer Group and went on their own journey, whilst also confirming that the KOTOR remake was in development still. They took that with them, and they were still working on it. However, that was last year. Time has moved on. Thankfully, two executives at the company have actually came out literally yesterday and talked about the game in some capacity. The first comment comes from Saber's Chief Creative Officer, Tim, who took to Twitter to give an update on their project. The reason being is that Saber, literally a day before, announced that they were developing Space Marine 3, a sequel to the extremely popular and well-received Space Marine 2 that came out last year. Due to the announcement of that third game, many people had speculated, does this mean the KOTOR remake is not happening anymore because they can't do that, and other games they've also announced that they're working on and stuff like that. However, Tim did put out a statement saying that Saber Interactive is one of the largest independent developers in the world. We are working on numerous games across many different genres. Everything that we have talked about is still in development. We will share information on upcoming games when we have something cool to share. So, the KOTOR remake is one of the games they've talked about. They have publicly said they are working on it, so this confirms, as of yesterday, it's still in development. Furthermore, we do have a brand new interview from Saber's CEO who actually discussed what's going on with the KOTOR remake and why they haven't actually shared anything on it. This interview was conducted by Stephen Tosillo of GameFile. I'll leave a link down below in the description. It's a paywalled article. And basically this was taking place a couple of months ago. However, we did get that update from Tim yesterday saying it's still in development. So basically the CEO confirmed that yes, the KOTOR remake is still in development. However, he won't say any more, or rather can't. The PR representative for the CEO explained that Saber want to allow Star Wars' owner Disney to take the lead in talking about games tied to that company's characters. It's not a great answer because I feel like they should also be taking more of a lead given they are the developers. We have seen how much EA and such have taken a proactive approach to actually talking about the games over the past 10 years. It's been pretty well done with their announcements and reveals and the marketing campaigns. The KOTOR remake has been a stark contrast to that. It's been a blunder, a massive mess since it was announced. Almost 4 years on, we still actually haven't received anything outside of that CG trailer, which is just so frustrating. That said, Saber Interactive have built up a lot of goodwill. Like I said, they released the second Space Marine game at the end of last year, which did exceptionally well. Many people are trusting of Saber because of the games they've been putting out have been good. They've been doing a great job. So I think it's okay to give them some leeway here and let them do it right, how they want to do it. However, not hearing anything is a bit strange, and maybe, if I just had to guess, Disney and Lucasfilm aren't happy with maybe the progress that Saber has made, so they aren't going to show anything at this moment in time, but just give us anything. I think at this point, I would take anything. I think most people would take anything, even if it is a work in progress, a massive work in progress. It's better than nothing, right? This is not the best update we could have asked for, obviously, but it's still something. I get quite a few comments on my older KOTOR remake videos saying this game's cancelled or is this game cancelled. The truth of the matter is it never was cancelled. It's just been in a development hell for quite some time. But as of yesterday, it's still in development at Saber. And like I said, let's give them a bit of chance. They haven't actually publicly shown anything what they've been working on. Who knows how much of what Aspire did has carried over, and if I had to guess, it's probably been rebooted in some way. I know some people have also been wondering, will the KOTOR remake show up at Star Wars Celebration next month? And the answer is probably not. The reason being, literally just late last night, the Star Wars Celebration panel schedule was released. Everything's out there, they're not hiding anything whatsoever, and there is one game panel, and it's for Bit Reactor and Respawn's new Star Wars game, which is a tactics game and not the KOTOR remake. That's officially confirmed. So there is not going to be a panel for the KOTOR remake, unfortunately. There is obviously a sliver of a chance they announce something, but I highly doubt it. If anything, they would have announced a panel by now. Again, this is a brand new Star Wars game that doesn't even have a name that they have a panel for, so I wouldn't expect anything at Celebration next month. I would really love to see this game show up at some point this year, be it at Summit Games Fest, or a PlayStation State of Play like it originally did, or at the Game Awards. Just give us something. Anything. We'll take anything. I would love to hear your thoughts on anything I've talked about in this video, so please do let me know down in the comment section below, and remember to drop a like to help support the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss any future KOTOR Remake news updates, and if you did miss any of my previous news updates on the KOTOR Remake, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.